Hey guys, on the prowl here, and today I'm going to be showing you how to make a Klein Omega factory in the Tekkit mod pack. So the first thing, before I start building the machine itself, I want to show you how it works. So the first thing you want to do is build two of these little power flowers, which are basically it's basically a condenser connected to 4 relays or however many relays you'd like, and then you put collectors around the relays. But I'll show you how to make those in a second. So you make 2 of these power flowers, and one of the power flowers creates diamonds. This one over here will create mobius fuel. So you have these pumping out through a filter, through this redstone tube, into this crafting table Mark II. So inside here we have these diamonds and the mobius fuel. So you can see that it's crafting the Klein ions right here. So you put it in this pattern, you open up, make a crafting table, put the ingredients in this pattern, and then you put a filter on top and some redstone tube. So then I have this timer here. So this timer is set up to the entire machine basically, and it sends a redstone pulse every second. So every second it'll send a redstone pulse, and the filter will pull out whatever it can. So obviously it can't pull out anything right now because it doesn't have the proper supplies. So I'm gonna go ahead and so it's gonna pump into here through this. See, there's one coming right now into this crafting table right here, which is creating Klein ways. So once you get 4 Klein ions, it'll pump into here. You set it up in this pattern like this, like a pattern like this, and you get 4 Klein ions, and it'll start. Once you get 4 Klein ions, it'll start making Klein ways. So you have that same setup as this one, just pumping it out into this one. So this one creates the Klein trays, which are it's the same pattern as the Klein ways. So you 4 Klein ways in any corner, just like this, and then you do the same setup like this, and then these pump into here, Klein trays, yeah. This one, Klein viers. So once you get up to here, you may notice that there's significantly less in each tier of Klein I mean, there's less Klein per crafting table. You may notice because each one takes more EMC to create. This one takes 1.5 million, but this one only takes 24,000. So each time it's gonna take a little bit longer to make. So just keep that in mind. It's probably to make one Klein Omega. It's probably gonna take about an hour, give or take. Maybe not an hour, maybe around half hour. So, because this thing needs a lot of EMC, even with these red power flowers, they take a really long time to make. So, we go ahead and look in here. We have the Klein spheres, which were created by this crafting table. Klein viers create Klein spheres. Klein spheres go into here, make the same pattern, and then you get the Omega. So there's no Omegas currently, but because of how much EMC it takes, so then you just have the same setup basically. It pumps into this crystal chest. So that's basically it for the that's basically how the factory works. So let me show you how to make it right now. Okay, so now I built the second power flower right here, so I'm going to go ahead and put the alchemical coal in here, excuse me, mobius fuel. And we're done with the collectors and relays, so you can go ahead and put those back. And now what you want to do is get out your 6 filters that you've made, and a screwdriver if you're bad at placing filters like I am. You're also done with the condensers. Probably need that though, and the timer. So you want to get all your redstone stuff out. So now what you do is you place a filter, you shift click and place a filter on the collector, or on the condenser if you want to. So yeah, you do that, and what you want to do is pull out your screwdriver and make sure that you have the small hole facing you. You want the small hole, not this big one right here. So don't shift click for this, just right click it. So now you pull out your, oh, forgot something. I need the crafting table Mark II, automatic crafting table Mark II. So now you can, so what you want to do is shift right click on the filters and bring out the redstone pipe like so. So now what we're going to do is we are going to place a crafting table Mark II in the middle, and so these pipes are going to bring in the diamonds and mobius fuel when we are ready. So when we set it up to a current. So we're going to hook that up to a current right now, actually. So we put place one block down like this, and then place a timer. Oops. And do this setup like this. And then you want to place redstone all around this ring. So now it's going to send out a pulse every 2 seconds, and that's going to bring out the diamonds and mobius fuel. So now if we go ahead and right click inside the automatic crafting table, you're going to see that there are some diamonds and some mobius fuel. So now that we have all this stuff set up, all these materials, what we want to do is get the mobius fuel and place it in a ring like so, like you're making a furnace. Then you place a diamond in the middle, and you see that there's a Klein star right there. So now that you have that set up, you can set up your next filter, which is going to go right here, and you want to make sure that you have the hole facing up, the small hole facing up. And so now you put the more redstone tubes up. You want to put one, at least 2 blocks up above the 2 pipes up, and then 1 out, or 2 out, so that it doesn't interfere with the crafting table. You bring this down, and bring it out 2 blocks right here, so that, for something I'll explain in a second. So now it's pumping out right here, it's pumping into the side, because if you try to pump out into the top, it will, it won't work, it'll only pump it, it won't pump at all. So you have that. Now you set it, you pump it like this, it's pumping into the side of the crafting table, and you put, you bring out the redstone current out to here. So go ahead and do that. Oops, there we go. So now it's going to be, is it getting power? Yeah, so see, now it's pumping out the Klein star ions from the filter through this tube into this crafting table. So now we have these Klein stars in here. What you want to do is put 4 in any corner like so, and then it'll start creating the Klein stars ways. So we have one Klein stars way created. Now we need to start pumping it out. So the reason you can't have it one block, you have to build out 2 blocks, is because if you put 1 block in, then it will, the pipe will connect to the filter, and the machine won't work. So you gotta be careful with that. So then make sure you have the small hole facing you, like so, and basically do the same thing we just did right there. So 1, oops, 2, and then out, 1, 2, down, and then out, 1 more. You place another crafting table, and then you place another filter. With a small hole facing up. So then you bring out this current so that you can power this redstone tube, so that the filter will pull out the Klein stars. So now it should be pulling out the Klein stars. Is it receiving power? Should be receiving power. No? Alright, let me get a repeater then. Whoops. There we go. So now we have the redstone repeater. Just place it right here so that we can get the current all the way through. There, so now it should be pumping out the Klein star's ways into this crafting table. So now that we have these, as soon as we get 4, it'll create the next tier Klein star. I can't exactly remember the name. I'm not exactly good with the names of these things. So then you can set up your next, it's basically the same setup for all of these. You have to build about 6, so do the same thing, but you can do it sideways if you want to conserve space. That's what I'm going to do. And then you bring it out down to the level of the crafting table, and then out another 2. You can just put it right here, actually. And then, so you have that. So now it's going to be, as soon as I give this current, which I'm going to do right now, it's going to start pumping the Klein star vias, I believe, into this crafting table. So now we're going to put the filter on top here, and then make the small hole facing up. So basically, it's the same setup for this whole machine, except for the omegas, which are just a little bit different, but not by much. So then you want to place the redstone tubes on top, like so. Set up the next one while we're waiting for the vias to be condensed, or created. Pardon me. So we bring that out 2, then down. Then put the crafting table down, like so. Oh, whoops, bring it out. Bring it out 1. Place the crafting table. And then place the filter. Make sure that's facing the right way, and then you'll be golden. Alright, so now that's set up. Let's see how we're doing. So then we take the Klein star. So pardon me, Klein star drays, not sways, or whatever I had said. So then you do. It's the same pattern for all these Klein star tiers. So you just do that for any corner, like so. And they'll start pumping out to this, and I'm gonna go ahead and just put a couple Klein stars in there just to speed this up. So you don't need the timers or the you don't need the timers anymore, but you do need the redstone still. So let me pull out some of these Klein stars here, put them in the crafting table. Oh, I get the wrong ones. Klein star drays, 1, 2, 3. So now it should have Klein star VR ready to make. So it's going to pump that out into this one. So once it pumps into here, we're going to start making the Klein star spheres. So get the same pattern, 4 in a corner. Then I'm going to go ahead and put these ones in here to speed it up. So now we have the Klein star sphere, so we can set up the next mechanism. So bring it out, or up 2, and then out, 1, 2, down, 1, 2, 3, and then I'm going to bring it out here, so I don't interfere with that tube. There we go. So now we're pumping the Klein star, as soon as I can get power to this. Cobblestone. So you can have the redstone touching any part of the pipe, and it will, it'll go. So now we have the Klein star spheres pumping into this crafting table, which is the final crafting table, finally done. So we have 4 Klein. As soon as we get 4 Klein star spheres, you only need 1 actually to set up the recipe. Then you so as soon as, let me just get a couple more here. Put those in there, and then we will have our first Klein star omega. So then we need. So now we have the Klein star omega. We need to set it up to a final recipient chest. So basically do this one more time, but you don't need to pull it out as much. Well, you do technically, I guess. So you boil it up 2, out 2, then down to the ground, right here, and then get a crystal chest. So yeah, there we go. As soon as this gets power, there we go. Turn another repeater. Oh, not receiving power. Okay. Let's just put this right here then. Okay, maybe I need a repeater. Work with me here, redstone. So get a repeater and then place this right here. Now it should be getting power. So we're pumping the Klein star omegas out into the crystal chest. So that's it, guys. Thank you for watching. Hopefully I'll have some more tutorials up and ready soon. So yeah, see you guys soon.